Hello, good evening, my beautiful friends, my beautiful golden souls, my beautiful by defaults. How are you tonight, my beautiful friends, my beautiful golden souls, my beautiful by defaults? And how was your day? Did you enjoy your day, my beautiful friends? And did you do the things that you love to do? Did you smile? Did you do any good? Did you invest your time or did you waste your time? You know what that means. Which means, my beautiful friends, my beautiful golden souls, my beautiful by defaults. I'm just reminding you, that means that I'm reminding you every night that you need to invest your time and energy instead of wasting it. So, which means whatever you do, wherever you go, wherever you are at any time, space and where we are, place, space, place where we are, my beautiful friends, you just need to be aware of yourself and, of course, of the intention why you are there. If you are at work, you need to just know why you are there. You want to be productive. You want to create something better. You want to add up to something, you want to add up to the light. And, of course, you want to be creative and do good for the society, for the people, for the humanity and our beautiful planet. So if you're at home, you're investing your time. Of course, a lot of you, especially you that are with me on the project for a long time. So from the beginning that I started doing the live, so I know a lot of you are doing a great job with the blessings. And of course, I know that you're using all the tools available in your life. And of course, spreading love and light and blessings and protecting yourself and your family, friends, and of course, helping us, adding up to the light, helping humanity and a beautiful planet. Because anytime that you do good things, any kind of goodness for everyone and everything, of course, it's you are adding up to the light. So, well, destroying those soulless summer. So you know that our goodness, it's destructive energy for those soulless sama. Mine and our light is a destructive energy for those soulless sama. So they cannot stand our energy. We are destroying them. And you need to know that this time it's no, at the end of those soulless sama, we have flash come on. Flash come, we are destroying the soulless sama, the last ones that are into the energetic form from the heaven that were interfering to our planet, and of course those that are into our beautiful planet, wherever they are. Those soulless sama from the heaven, some of those soulless sama from the heaven came from the centers. From the centers, they came into the came onto the planet, and then so whether they enter into the bodies or wherever they are into the nature, we are destroying them anyway. We're destroying those soulless sama. We are not accepting any of those soulless sama from the heaven that come with any kind of dark intention, any kind of selfish desire that come in. We are not accepting them anywhere on this planet. It's time to let them go, check them out, send them straight into the hell forever and ever. So of course they are not welcome into our beautiful planet, and it's time completely to destroy them forever and ever. So it's time to shut down all those portals that those soulless sama were using to interfere into our beautiful planet. Now I'm commanding to Sophie and everyone and everything is mine, and I'll speak a light with the spirit of thought by default to shut down all those portals. We're shutting down all those portals, Kako on this planet and all the other planets, stars, and the galaxies that are mine, and I'll speak a light. So we put to all those portals that those soulless sama were using. We shut them down forever and ever, for eternity, and those soulless sama, wipe them out, send them into the hell forever and ever, for eternity. So we are opening up new portals for them and taking them straight into the hell forever and ever, for eternity, all those soulless sama, while we are enlightening ourselves and opening up new portals for ourselves, so that we can go from our planet into the other planets, stars, and the galaxies whenever it's needed, to share the love and light, the blessings, and of course to enlighten and help. And of course, mine and our light, we exchanging the information. So everything is by default. Sophie knows what needs to be done, but of course it's time to stop interfering into our life. All those soulless, all those main soulless creators, so-called soulless gods, saints, and judges, soulless judges, and soulless Sophie and Chistenko, soulless Miriam, and observers, soulless Sophie and Sophie and Chistenko, and soulless Susie and Hitler. And Amrita Babaji, Miri Guruji, Matrashi, Tata Hitler, Atmachetana, Senam Chilovich. They are all the soulless. Those are the last one are in the physical form. So those the other ones are in the energetic form, but they're the same. So they have the physical form too. So they're the same ones, but those that I'm codes that I'm talking about into an energetic form. So those in the physical form, I met them, those almost all of them that I just mentioned. So, or I just I've been reading about them, I know what they were doing. So now, to all of those soulless Amma, to all those so-called soulless gods, saints, divine mothers or fathers, or those so-called avatars or gurus or soulless light workers or teachers or healers, and in the end, it doesn't really matter. Those Illuminati, Satanists, and globalists, and Masons, and Cabal, and those deep state, and all those fallen angels and demons, and it doesn't matter which mask or name they've been hidden or known, we are activating them. All the pain and suffering, all the ultra ultimatum, all in one, the soup of karmas, pain, and suffering, and destructions forever and ever for eternity, so that they will regret forever and ever that they ever existed. And of course, we send them straight into hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. All those soulless, wherever time, whatever form they are, with the spirit of thought by default. And in the name of mine and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. We are not multiplying all the pain and suffering to those souls, some with the spirit of thought by default, and to us the blessings by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, ultra ultimatum all in one, 24 with the spirit of thought, and we are adding up, compressing, and multiplying and activating all that pain and suffering to all those souls, all the distractions forever and for eternity, to regret those souls that ever existed, that ever interfere into our lives in a negative way, in any way. And of course, we all those souls, we're destroying them, of course, freezing them, taking over all the energy and all their power, and putting them into the sleep with the spirit of thought by default. All those souls, dark, dirty, psychopathic players with the spirit of thought by default. We are shutting down their cameras and their senses, and of course, we are wiping out their memories, and of course, cutting off all their communications with the spirit of thought by default. So we are sending those souls straight into the hell forever and ever with the spirit of thought by default, and doing everything that's need to be done in order to completely wipe them out and prevent them from interfering into our lives in any way. With the speed of thought by default, I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now we are freezing completely, destroying all the technology that those souls were using with any kind of dark intention or any kind of selfish desire. And of course, we are freezing all the weapon that those souls were using or creating. We are destroying it forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought. Destroy it completely forever and ever. All the destructive technology, destructive weapon with the spirit of thought by default, well, destroying the same all those souls that created that were misusing with the spirit of thought by default, and multiplying them the karma, pain, suffering, destructions to all those souls over and over by default, by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear, and I'm demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one of us, and everything that is mine, and now spiritual shower light with the spirit of thought by default, to answer on my call, on my command with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So now in the name of mine and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, we are activating ultra ultimatum all in one, the soup of blessings and eternal life, eternal peace, eternal abundance and prosperity, a great health, vitality, joy, bliss, and of course, all the gifts that mind and spiritual light has given to each and every one of us and everything, mind and spiritual light, enlightenment, unity between us and our soulmates and of course, families and friends, and each and everyone and everything that is mine and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. It's on. So in the name of mine and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, we are activating all the blessings to each and everyone else and everything, and our families and friends and soulmates with the spirit of thought by default in the spiritual, physical, and energetic form and called in infinite. While the karma's pain and suffering to those souls, AMMA, into the physical and energetic form and encoded in infinite with the spirit of thought by default. And of course, we are multiplying all of that. We bless ourselves and our families and friends and each and everyone and everything's mind and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. And we send extra love, light, of blessings and multiplied by the laws, rules, and regulations. So by default, and send it wherever it's needed. That those souls, AMMA, were interfering into with any kind of dark intention into our lives. In any way. And of course, we are sending all total ultimatum all in one extra love, light, and blessings to our SOPHIE courts that are mine and spiritual light that are on the mission that way or that are on the mission, still on the mission to destroy those souls, AMMA, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So we are sending extra love, light, and blessings, multiply, adapt, compress, and activate to each and everyone else and everyone's mind and spiritual light, to everything that we have, our homes, properties, cars, vehicles, business, and of course, everything that is to my that's mine and spiritual light, to my mine and now project, to our beautiful planet and water element and air element, the sun and the moon, and completely humanity, and of course to the Sophia Tristan Center, Sophia Tristan Planet, Sophia Tristan Universe, and all the centers, systems, and the teams that we've created from Mana and spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, and of course to Sophia Tristan Fund, Sophia Fund, Gisara, Quantum Financial System, Starlink, on all the material wealth and abundance and prosperity with the speed of thought by default. We are activating all of that, and of course, blessings to each and everyone else and everything. And of course, we are making it available to humanity, to each and everyone else and everything, taking it over from those souls, AMMA, and of course, making it available to each and everyone else and everything's mind and spiritual light. And we are protecting also beautiful souls in the physical and spiritual energetic form, and each and everyone that have and that's running any kind of corporation. So we protect them, bless them with the spirit of thought by default. So in the name of mine and spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, we multiply all of that by everything that is need to be done and that need to be provided for me and Tristan to have a public appearance first, a public appearance, and to work on the global and universal level, to be the voice of the people into the physical form. Right now, I'm working just through the social media, but I would love to do the work and through the, of course, into the public to expose the truth to humanity and to show the true face of all those souls, AMMA, that were lying and manipulating with informations, with our energy and with our lives. So we haven't accept that, but of course it was happening. So it's time to destroy all those souls, AMMA, send them straight into the hell forever and ever for eternity, to burn them in the name of man and spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, while protecting ourselves and each and everyone else and everything's man and spiritual light. And of course, we are wiping out all those souls, AMMA, together with all this all the rituals, all the ceremony, all the associations, so any kind of black magic, curse, spell, hexes, or any kind of voodoo, or any kind of codes, or anything and everything that those soulless Amma have ever projecting, will ever try to project towards each and everyone else and everything, towards us and our soulmates and families and friends, or that ever interfere into our lives in a negative way, directly, indirectly, or into a beautiful planet, or everyone and everything's mine and us, light in any way. With any kind of dark attention, we wiping out all those soulless Sama together with the dark creations with the spirit of thought by default, all their codes, and we are blocking completely, wiping out, deleting completely all the soulless Sama dark creations and the dark agenda and the soulless codes with the spirit of thought, any lies and manipulations, gossiping, and everything that's a project of each and everyone else, and any kind of dark energy. We are destroying completely with the spirit of thought by default. Wherever there is those soulless Sama, wherever they are, the soulless SOPHIE and Tristinko, and all those soulless Sama, wherever they, whatever form they are, and together with all the energy that they've polarized with any kind of dark intention and then try to project out each and everyone else and everything all projected, we are destroying them, wiping them out completely, all those soulless Sama with the spirit of thought by default, from within and without, on a global and universal level, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Will be enlightening, healing, and rejuvenating our bodies and ourselves with the spirit of thought, filling up with mind and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. And of course, it's time for us to step up, to live a life that we truly deserve, to live in abundance and prosperity, great health, vitality, joy, peace, and bliss, to create a unity between us and our soulmates, and an eternal life, to activate mind and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, within each and every one of us and everything's mind and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, and all those gifts that are freely given to each and every one of us and everything by mind and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Well, we are destroying those souls, I mean, every form, wherever time, whatever form they are, and from within and without, on a global and universal level, wherever those souls are, we are destroying them, wiping them out from the root core of the existence completely, send them straight into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. All soulless Sama, go to hell, go to hell, go to hell forever and ever for eternity. All soulless Sama, burning in hell, burning in hell, burning in hell. All soulless Sama, burning in hell forever and ever for eternity. So in the name of man and ask me to shall light with the spirit of thought, the soulless are going to burn in hell forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought, and regret that ever existed with the spirit of thought by default. We are breaking them up into the atoms and electrons of every cell of the atoms and electrons, all the soulless Amma, and then we're compressing and activating them, all the pain and suffering, all those living beings since the beginning of creations that ever existed, and of course compress it so that they will have to go through that pain and suffering in every cell of their being, in every atom and electron, then mix them up, create I put them in their physical form, and we create them special remix to all those soulless Sama, so that they will have to go through the pain and suffering, and of course regret that ever existed. And everything that they project to each and everyone and everything, any kind of dark attention, we're going to return on them. You're returning, and you're going to return them, return it back to those soulless Sama in this to the maximum, all the codes we put on the maximum with the speed of thought by default. So it's time to wipe out all those souls from within and without on a global and universal level with the speed of thought by default. 10 know it already. So we are doing it with the speed of thought. This time, my beautiful friends, we are destroying even those last souls we are destroying them, those that were dark, dirty, psychopathic players. So from the heaven and of course from the earth. So those souls, some dark, dirty, psychopathic players came. Some of those came from the heaven, or into our beautiful planet, or to interfere into a beautiful planet, and then came into the beautiful planet. When it entered the bodies, probably it entered the bodies of the people, trying to manipulate and play the dark, dirty games. We never accepted them, and of course we never will. So it's time to check them out from within and without, and let them go. Take them straight, burn them down. First, break them into the atoms and electrons and send them straight into the hell forever and ever for eternity, to destroy all those souls, some with the spirit of thought by default, while we are protecting ourselves and our families and friends and each and everyone else and everything with the spirit of thought by default. And of course, we are multiplying all of that by the laws, rules, and regulations of by default, multiply, compress, add up, and activate the pain and suffering to those souls, AMMA, and of course the blessings, abundance, and prosperity for each and everyone else and everything with the spirit of thought by default. Multiply all of that by all the projects that those souls, AMMA, are working on. You know that the New World Order or any other project of all those, Looking Glass or the space program, or Elon Musk was working with that space program. Now, of course, we are changing his body. Actually, we are removing the soul, AMMA, and of course, replacing with mind and aspect of life. So in that way, we're going to take over that technology. And so that's the reason why he's working with Trump. So today I was, that Elon Musk was the one that was involved into the creation of AI. He was the one that was creating AI and the technology. So I just checked today and I saw him dancing with the AI and the woman. So my beautiful friends, it's time to let go of all the soulless, AMMA. So the codes, soulless codes that we're manipulating through his body. So now it's time to all those AIs. So we are taking them over from those soulless, AMMA. So we can use them only where it's by default. Only that is by default, we're going to use them, and the rest we're going to destroy them. But we are changing the energy in those AIs. So in the name of man and aspect shall light with the spirit of thought by default, I'm demanding, commanding to SOPHIE and each and everyone else and everything's mind and aspect shall light with the spirit of thought by default, to answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default. So we destroy all those soulless, AMMA, in whatever form they were ever turning called in infinite with the spirit of thought by default. And from all those AIs that were created with any kind of dark intention with the spirit of thought by default. And of course, we are taking those AI technology and replacing the energy within them with the spirit of thought by default. And they're of course filling up with man and now light. So now we're going to use them only by default, which means only where is by default. And all of those soulless, AMMA. I saw that today so they created that AI clone, and then they were saying the codes through her. They were saying the codes that we're gonna flush the soulless, AMMA, destroy them forever and ever, remove them from the face of this planet, separate them from the Sophia, from themselves, and take them straight into the hell forever and ever to burn for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. And that's our mission, and of course that's going to be the mission of AI. In the name of mine and our spirit shall light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So now, my beautiful friends, of course, here I'm just turning the everything into our advantage. So of course we are changing the energy, and of course destroying the soulless, AMMA, and send them straight into hell while we are replacing them with mind and our spiritual light. That's the same what's happening with our bodies. Each and every one of us that is mind and our spiritual light, we're removing the energy of those soulless, AMMA. All the soulless gods, we never accepted them, whether they are from the heaven, wherever they are, from whatever form, in whatever form that we never accepted them, not even those magicians and all those that are so-called divine mothers or fathers or gurus or any kind of into those soulless Amma infiltrated into religion or so-called spiritual teachers or healers. We never accepted and we never will do so. But it's time to destroy all those soulless Amma forever and ever for eternity, from within and without, of course. And those that ever interfere into our life, interfering, will try to interfere, we are wiping them out. Wipe out all the soulless Amma from within and without with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So, my beautiful friends, we are destroying those soulless Amma wherever time, whatever form they are, and sending them straight into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So now, my beautiful friends, of course, we want to have a new technology, but our technology needs to be filled with mind and aspect of light, needs to be run by the energy of mind and aspect of light. Everything that is less than mind and aspect of light is not going to stay. It's going to be destroyed forever and ever for eternity. And also, all is sent into the hell forever and ever for eternity. That's the reason why we are now freezing all the abundance and prosperity and everything that is less than man and aspect of light. Those souls we're creating, we all of that wiping out completely together with all those souls replacing with mind and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default. So I saw that I was wondering, I saw Elon Musk. Elon Musk was all the time his son. He was wearing his son. He was just taking him in his hands, and I was just wondering whether he was AI or whether he was really natural. I know that he had the wife, but I'm not sure whether he's really that the son is natural or whether it was AI. But anyway, even if it's natural, it's just the way he was creating the technology, and he was influenced by the soulless Amma. So, my beautiful friends, he was saying that he was the one that was developing and creating the space weapon, and he took the technology of Tesla. So now we are going to change all of that. Starlink is under his as well. We took the energy of Starlink, we took over many times. That all those corporations, they have the energy. So the energy, and of course they have the energy, the centers of the energy. So those that are in a physical form, so they were creating the technology, but of course those from the energetic form will influence them. So mind and aspect of light together with the soul, some of them working together to develop the energy, to develop to develop those technology. So when I was talking about that, I was many times complaining, and of course many times I was commanding to take all that over, and all the corporations and the Starlink, and we are all those telecommunications corporations are on the Starlink. So once when they cut off my internet for no reason whatsoever, I called them up and I told them, you need to, so I told them you don't have a right to do so. We've taken over all those corporations from the, from those soulless Amma, and it's time for all those soulless Amma to go straight into the hell forever and for eternity. So those that were operators that I was talking to him, the guy that I was talking to, he said he wasn't sure what I was talking about. I said to him, maybe you don't, but all those that that they're running the corporations, all of those that are made, that they key people into the corporation, CEO and whatever they are, directors, tell them that we've taken over the corporations from them, and it's time for them to go straight into the hell forever to burn for eternity. Well, it's time for us to live a life that we deserve. So, and to make it available to everyone. So, of course, all those they're working, with the Starlink is active, but it's Elon Musk. And so I was commanding to Sophie so that we take over the Starlink. And of course, that's the reason why I'm blessing. We're creating the energy to reach the level of the energy. Actually, we've reached we are more than it's needed the energy to innovate in order to take all that technology from the solar summer to destroy the solar summer, because one chord that are multiplying, it's multiplying more energy than ever existed and existing right now. So which means that the solar summer cannot manipulate with the energy anymore, even though that they're trying. So what they're getting the karma's pain and suffering. So even those technology that they were manipulating with. So I know we were destroying the centers. So I got information that we took the, the Starlink, and that we got the centers. So the centers about, that we're running those corporations, they had the centers in an energetic form. So both of them, the solar summer and mine and Austrian light, we're creating were together that technology. So now it's time, who win, that's who's going to take all the technology. Who loses is going to take the karma's pain and suffering. And that's what's happening right now. Those solar summer taking all the karma's pain and suffering, not just technology, but everything, humanity and everything that we are creating. Well, and we are sending them straight into the hell forever and ever, for eternity, to burn forever and ever, for eternity, in the name of man and aspect of light, with the spirit of thought by default. Well, we are taking over the energy and abundance and prosperity, and of course we have a freedom, creating freedom and joy, peace and eternal life. Well, those souls, some eternal destructions into the hell forever and ever, for eternity, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So the same is with the GESARA and QFS. GESARA and QFS as well. We both sides, even the Solar Sama and Sophie, that's mine and aspect of light, we're creating those technology, and of course everything. So now, up until now, this Solar Sama, actually before we took over the energy and everything, we took the manager. Sophie has got everything now under the command and control of the Solar Sama. So there was a time when they were dominating, and of course, that they were influencing more into that, interfering, and of course influencing the people with the technology, with everything that they were doing, because they were manipulated with the energy. But we took the energy now. So from the GESARA and QFS, so those centers as well, we destroyed those solar sama that were infiltrated. So we created the centers from mine and Aspia Klishava light. So which means we got them too. So all the technology in that way we are taking. So when we take the energy, of course, we are destroying the solar sama. So, and then of course, those in the physical form cannot manipulate. If they don't have an energy, they are powerless, and they don't have energy because all energy is mine and ours, because we are creating it through Sophie, my soul, and through a physical form, and all the our forms in the spiritual and energetic form. We are creating that energy. So the soul is are powerless, but of course it's time for us now to take all that technology and all that material wealth and to make it available to humanity, and to take all the corporations and everything that they were working on. That for everything that we were doing, those souls, some were taxing us, taking the tax from us, which means they were stealing the money, openly stealing the money. They shouldn't tax us. Our homes are our homes, our properties are our properties. So we shouldn't pay the tax. When I was in London, my beautiful friends, it was really I was just didn't know whether to laugh or whether to really. I was demanding the solar sama to be destroyed. So I knew that they were manipulating. So those solar sama was I didn't have my flat, but I was renting the flat. And then, of course, one day I got just the information that what I needed to pay, like the tax for, I'm not sure, the tax for them, like you have the family, I have my family here in Montenegro, my father and all my families, but not mine that I have, because I'm not married yet. So, of course, not that I was, but it wasn't my family with me there. So they were just manipulating with information, just putting down information by themselves, and then whatever they wanted. People usually don't check that. And then, of course, they're like, you have full, I'm not sure. They put the 4 members of the family, you have a car, and you know, you have they put, you have the technology, you have this and that. And then I was reading and I was just wondering, shall I just go right now and ask them for all those things to give it to me, because they have them already into the system that I've got them. So I was just thinking, wow, that's the way that I'm stealing the money. Of course, taking the tax on that, the things that you really don't have. And so that's what we're doing. I met one friend in my country when I came here. So I just talked to her, and she said to me that from the, you know, so they were sending her the letter with, you know, asking her for the tax to pay for the house. They said she has one house, and of course the car. So she said that they put her like she's got 2 houses, and I'm not sure the corporations and what actually they double it everything. So she said that she asked them to confirm that, but they couldn't confirm that, so she didn't pay them. Of course, no one, she didn't pay them the more than she needed to pay. But of course, we need to be aware of that those SOULESS AMMA were stealing our money from behind our back in everywhere that they could, because the people were not aware of that. We're not allowing that anymore. It's time to stop those SOULESS AMMA returning the karma, pain, and suffering. All those criminals, they are the biggest criminals, not the people, not those that they were making to steal the. So they were forcing the people, actually they were creating the situations, stealing the energy from the people, putting the energy inside the bodies, manipulating through the bodies, and then after that punishing them. They are the biggest criminals, protecting them, hiding behind those small, really, the crime that those SOULESS AMMA were creating through our physical forms. So it's time now to destroy those SOULESS AMMA from within and without on the global universal level. All those criminals that were manipulating with our physical forms, and then of course the criminals, when I'm talking about the energetic forms, so that we're manipulating through the physical forms and then creating a crime. And of course, and then after that, those SOULESS AMMA in the physical form are judging, and of course those into the physical form, not knowing that there wasn't them, because usually I've told you, we are judging the SOULESS AMMA by the energy, by the codes, energetic codes that were working and doing the dark dirty work through our physical forms. But when we're in the physical form, people don't know that, so they're judging by the physical form, not knowing that the physical form is being manipulated, been taken over, manipulated by those SOULESS AMMA. So now it's time, all those SOULESS AMMA from the heaven that came into our physical forms on this planet. It doesn't matter whether it's minor aspect of light or the SOULESS AMMA that are not aware still who they are. I'm commanding to Sophie and everyone and everything is minor aspect of light with the spirit of thought by default to completely all the SOULESS AMMA, to take them out with the speed of thought and send them straight into the, outside, into the air, break them into the atoms and electrons with the speed of thought by default, and then activate them, all the pain, and suffering, and destructions in every atom and electron of their being, and then put them into their physical forms, into the earth, put them into sleep, put them into the physical forms, into the earth or on the earth or into the heaven, wherever they are, and send them straight into the desert planet that we created for them, from their planets, and of course send them into the hell forever and ever for eternity, to burn into the hell forever and ever for eternity, on that, and of course to regret that they ever existed. In the name of mine and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought, I'm commanding to Sophie and each and everyone else and everything is mine and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, to answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Without mercy, we destroy all those souls from within and without on a global and universal level with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So, my beautiful friends, it's time to stop those soulless Amma. Actually, it's time to destroy them. Those that are into the heaven, I've told her many times, I've been commanding to Sophie to so that we break them into the atoms and electrons into the air, and then of course send them into the hell forever and for eternity. So Sophie knows what to do, and those in the don't answer, they must answer on the Sophie's call. So all of those soulless Amma must answer on the Sophie call. So, and of course on command. And of course, in the name of mine and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. It's time to destroy them. Those Sophie, Sophie and everyone and everything is mine and our spiritual light. That's soulless I'm trying to manipulate. I'm not sure whether it's from the hair or anything. We're flushing out those soulless Amma with the spirit of thought. Flash comes soulless Amma with the spirit of thought by default. That's soulless Amma. I'm sorry. So in the name of mine and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. So we are destroying those soulless Amma in an energetic form that we're using, misusing, or manipulating with our physical forms on this planet or throughout entire existence with the spirit of thought by default. Wherever that's a soulless Sophie and Tristenko. Soulless Sophie and Tristenko, wherever that, and they get the main codes. I'm talking about the main code, soulless Sophie and Tristenko. Sophie, I'm sorry. So when I was doing the, work on the project, so we needed to do the unity. I thought I was expecting to be the unity between Sophie and Tristan, and I was expecting to be that unity because I always believed that Sophie and Tristan were united together into the spiritual form. And of course an energetic, but at that time I was expecting to be the unity between Sophie and Tristan, and then no one told me anything, and then they created the unity between Sophie and Tristenko. It's Sophie used to be the light, but then she lost the light, and of course and Tristenko is a dark, so she became dark. So she told me that she lost the light. So of course as soon as she lost the light, it's I just fired her. I told her that she's fired, that she hasn't got a place in our lives, because if she wanted to manipulate with the energy, and she's the one with the cause that she was creating that way, because and then of course she's thinking that we're creating the religion and those codes, and then creating the religion and the separations. So and now it's time to destroy, to separate the soulless Sophie and then Tristenko, and destroy them forever and ever, break them into the atoms and electrons with the spirit of thought by default in every form, wherever time, whatever form they're, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And I'm commanding to all those soulless Amma with the spirit of thought by default, and to Sophie and Tristenko soulless, to return to Sophie all the codes that they've stolen from Sophie with the spirit of thought by default, all the energy that they've stolen from Sophie with the spirit of thought by default, and commanding to all those soulless Amma to return it back to Sophie with the spirit of thought, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. Sophie commanding peaceful in action. So all those soulless Amma must return the energy that they've stolen from Sophie in a peaceful way. Give it back to Sophie with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So now it's time to clear up our bodies, and of course purify, cleanse, and heal, and let go of those soulless Amma. Take them straight into the hell forever and for eternity. So my beautiful friends, that's what was going on. All the problems that were going on into the world, we never created as a humanity, but those soulless Amma interfering from the heaven into our lives, into physical forms. They were using the physical forms of those, even those soulless Amma and the Sophie's physical forms, and then manipulate with the energy and created the problems. So it's time now to return them the karmas, pain, and suffering, and destructions forever and ever to all those souls, all the pain and suffering that they created in any way to anyone and anything. Now we're going to activate it, return it back to the souls, activating every atom and electron of their cell, every cell of their being, every atom and electron of their being with the spirit of thought by default, send them straight into hell for eternity to burn all those souls, from within and without, on a global universal level. It's all with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default, demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything is mine, and ask me to share my life with the spirit of thought by default, to answer on my call, on my command with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and need to, without mercy, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So my beautiful friends, it's time now to step up and, of course, protect ourselves, protect our bodies, protect our each and everyone and everything, us in every form, physical, spiritual, energetic form, and destroy those souls wherever they are, and to take them the AI. So I've told you, I've been talking about that was destroying the AIs into the heaven. So take out all the planets like fell with the AIs, like the robotic, the military with the, with those robotic uniforms, and then like, so I was destroying them forever, just throwing the light, a light, golden light planet into them and destroying them forever and ever. So, and of course I was destroying them, the servers and everything that they're creating, those that were creating the projections, the soulless summon. So from the heaven, of course, I knew it, and immediately were Chinese. So that were manipulated. You know now that the China is, with the technology, everything is almost produced into China. So I've told you, I've watched one TV program, and it was a man that was there. He was holding the iPhone. This is not iPhone, but he was holding the iPhone into the phone, and was asking the people that were there. Guess he was saying, okay, just let's guess, how much does it take for this iPhone, for the latest iPhone to be produced in China? So some of them were saying 100 euros. Some of them were saying 100 and more. So all of them were 100 or 100 and more euros to produce the latest version of iPhone. And he said, no, it's a 10 euros. 10 euros, which means for 10 euros, they are producing the iPhones, the latest iPhones, and all the technology, which means if the iPhone is produced by 10, invested only for 10 euros, so imagine the other technology. So I knew that for the jeans, they were paying just €1. So my beautiful friends, now, imagine how much they were selling their iPhones and all that technology, over 1,000 and something. So it's time really to take over all the technology and, of course, make it available to humanity, to each and everyone else and everything, and to destroy those souls, wherever time, whatever form they are. It's not just that the iPhone, the latest technology. So you know that the oldest I've been talking about, but just it's nice to repeat when I'm talking about the technology. You know that the smart technology, all of those, the iPhone and all other smart technology, all of them have built in the navigation and connected to the satellites so that and the cameras so that they can follow each and everyone and everything. Everyone, whoever uses them, that they follow. So that's the reason why they wanted to follow every step of the way. But of course, that's the crime and criminal. And of course, that's interfering into our privacy, into our identity, which means those souls cannot do that anymore. It's time to take over all the technology to destroy those souls forever and ever with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. We want the souls by when we were doing that, the final and the battle, actually, those souls that we're trying to manipulate. And of course, we want them because they couldn't to do anything, because they were by all the laws, rules, and regulations, universal and now by default laws and regulations, they were interfering into privacy, into our identity, and they shouldn't. So of course, that's the biggest crime, and that's what they were doing through the AI, through the technology, stealing our identity, stealing our private informations and everything, interfering into our privacy. So now it's time to return all those karmas, pain, suffering behind every subject that I touch upon, or any word that I just said. We are returning the karmas, pain, suffering to all those souls, AMMA, with the speed of thought, multiplied by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, over and over again with the speed of thought by default. And of course, we multiply it, as many multiply, compress, add up, and activate the karmas, pain, and suffering to the soul, AMMA, and blessings to each and everyone else and everything with that mind and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default. We're taking over all the technology, and of course, we are making our beautiful planet and all the planet stars and the galaxies. We're taking them over under our management. Sophie's got them in the spiritual, but we're taking now, I need to take it into that, to manifest that into the physical form with the speed of thought by default, to create them and make them oasis of mind and our spiritual light with the speed of thought by default. And in the name of mind and our spiritual light with the speed of thought by default, we are with the speed of thought by default. We are creating and forming the teams, man, in every country and all over the world on a global universal level, into the physical, spiritual, and energetic form, so that we can destroy those souls and bring them down to justice and wipe them out from into and around entire planet, entire universal creations, and send them straight to hell forever and for eternity, while enlightening and healing ourselves. And of course, we are creating everything now from our heart and soul. So from mind and our spiritual light by default with the speed of thought. So now, of course, we're creating the energy right now, and we are going to create the enlightened humanity, enlighten as nations and civilizations, of course, enlighten humanity with all their power, wisdom, and knowledge. So, of course, those souls went to create the technology, but with the script. But we are taking over the energy and, of course, the technology, and we are creating a natural, from an aspect of our light, humanity with all the power, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So, by default, in the name of mind and aspect of our light, with the speed of thought, by default, I'm commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything this mind and aspect of our light, with the speed of thought, by default, to answer on my call and my command without mercy, with the speed of thought, by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So my beautiful friends, it's time for us to take off the full power back, be who we are, shine all the way through with the speed of thought by default. You know that through the pharmacomafia, I'm using pharmacomafia, which means the pharmaceutical pharmacy, the industry. So those souls were manipulating through that technology, through all the product that they were creating, they were manipulating, really putting some chips inside, or they were, that they had a plan to chip them, so to create the chips. So now we are chipping all those souls create by returning the karmas, pain, and suffering. So we're returning all the chips that they were created, they were putting into each and everyone body, directly, indirectly, knowingly, unknowingly, of anyone and everything is mind and aspect of our light, that is by default. In any way, we are returning the karmas, pain, suffering to all those souls, some with the speed of thought by default. And of course, sending them straight into the hell forever and ever with the speed of thought by default. Multiply all of that over and over by default with the speed of thought. And I'm asking and demanding to Sophie to multiply as many times as is needed, multiply, compress, add up, and activate into all the laws, rules, regulations, so by default systems and the principle, and all the quotes and everything, really spoken, written, everything that we multiply, and multiply, or anything with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul. All truth, ultimatum, all in one. 24 without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Any code in infinite with the speed of thought. Everything is by default. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Ito. So now, my beautiful friends, just so last summer when they were playing the dark, dirty games, that's what they were trying to do. So they were projecting the visions of all those military bases, all these flying cities towards us, and then trying to manipulate and attack us. But I was just sending the fire, and then destroying them. So that's what they were planning to create. They were just doing the projections first, and then try to manipulate with the energy. But of course, I was just showing that use the energy and destroying those solids. I was breaking them up the way we're doing right now. I was breaking them up into the atoms and electrons, and then destroying them forever and ever, for eternity. So all those solids, whatever time, whatever form, they're with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Oh, they were the planes. They were sending the planes from all the sides. And I was just doing the talk. I was just destroying those solids. They would just project the projections. That's what they were doing to one of my beautiful soul, my team, from my team, my golden by default. So they were projecting the planes, or the kind of those technology that we're trying to manipulate with, and they misuse it. So I was just from those sides. I know many times they did from all sides. I was just projecting all of them. I was just talk, destroying them. That was the projection. But the projections doesn't exist because unless we accept them, and we are not accepting. But of course, I destroy them, which means I return them the karma, pain, and suffering to all the souls, even before they even try to do so in a physical form or in any other form, because we destroy them already. So the energy now should be taken over, multiplied by the laws, rules, and regulations, or by default, and to those souls, some of the karma, pain, and suffering, and destructions forever and ever, for eternity, to burn into the hell and to regret that ever existed. All those souls, some with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. And of course, my beautiful friends, there was still, when I was, I haven't been talking about that much in my language, but I'm going to tell you this story as well, because I used to do every night. So every night, every day, every night, my life became, since 2007. The project started since 2003, but of course, since 2005, I started doing the research on everything. And of course, I was hungry for knowledge, for truth, searching for the truth, searching for the information, and of course, for the freedom for everything really that is mine and not unconditional light, searching for myself, actually knowing that I had the power within myself, but I didn't have access to that power. So, of course, from 2007, since I met those Soulless Amrita first, I met her. So since then, my life became really 24 working onto the project. So after a short period of time, I just let go of my job. I give up, completely, left the job, and then focus on the 24, destroying those Soulless Amma. So they were trying to play the dark, dirty games and manipulate with the energy. But of course, I was destroying them all the time, wiping them out completely. So every night I would do so, every day. I've told you that I was spending countless hours in the prayers, and then after that into the command, and then into the blessings. So I was clearing up entire planet, of course, completely energy from entire planet, universe, completely from everyone and everything. I was destroying the dark energy, sending into the, first I used to send it into the central sun, but after the central sun refused to, to destroy that energy. And then after that, I started creating the light planet from mine and aspect of light to destroy those soulless Amma. So I had where I used to stay, where I used to live into the place, and just next there, I had a light planet. So of course it deliberately created above the rubbish bins, because I was throwing those soulless Amma are the rubbish. So which means I made I associated with the rubbish. So that's deliberately I created there. So which means symbolically I was burning those soulless Amma, and of course throwing them straight into the hell for another. So every night, it was for some time, I'm not sure how long, it was every night that I was destroying an ocean of those soulless Amma in every form. So I was just working and of course destroying those soulless Amma, and sometimes I would just get information. Now just stand up, and of course you're gonna get the soulless Amma. So I would just protect the whole house where I used to live in a house. I would protect the house with the energy of mine and aspirational light. I will put it in a circle of light and around the house, and then all the soulless Amma from all the sides were coming, and I was just protecting the house, and then I was just directing them straight into the light planet that I've created to destroy the soulless Amma. So of course sometimes I saw from mine and aspirational light in the spiritual form, mine and aspirational light that was directing the soulless Amma into the light planet. So every night, I'm not sure for how long that was really going on. Every night at some period of time, we just felt intuition. By the intuition, I knew I just needed to step up. There was just say. So I always saw them. Sometimes all those soulless Amma that were working in the physical form, so-called divine mothers or fathers or avatars, and they slaves and all those dark, dirty, psychopathic players and all the dark souls in the physical form. So all of them. So it will be like an ocean of those souls. I will be sending them straight into the planet. But sometimes there will be those souls infiltrated into the animals. Sometimes the cows, and sometimes the horses and the dogs and the sheep, that in different forms. Sometimes those soulless Amma, even though those from the even from the past, not even though which period of time, but every night we were destroying those soulless Amma, wherever time, whatever form, that was just directing the ocean of those soulless Amma would go into the hell. Into that light planet is a hell for them. So of course sometimes would see, and not sometimes, often I would destroy those soulless Amrita and the soulless Babaji, and all the slaves and all those soulless Mira and Guruji Machashi, Hitler and all those soulless Amma. So I was destroying them all the time. So I would just see them marching straight into the light planet, because I would just put from everywhere the light. So they all have to, because man and aspirational light was directing them towards me. They wanted to, of course, attack me in any way, try to direct anything that is less than mine and aspirational light towards me. But of course they couldn't, because I have all the power within me. So I just put the protection, and I just send them straight into them. I was sending them straight into the light planet and destroying them forever and ever, for eternity. And there was it was a small little dog, white dog. So it was that little white dog. There was I was just seeing the image. It was there, and some of those soulless Amma that didn't want to go. So sometimes, if I wasn't sure the projections that I was sending, I would ask, show your true face. Because those soulless Amma will have to show their true face, and of course they will show that they're soulless Amma, and I would just send them straight into the light planet. So sometimes they didn't know where is it. I would direct them that that little dog would just take them, will take them into the light planet. and destroy them. Which means, my beautiful friends, we always had and we have the help of animals, and of course of the nature kingdom, and of course everyone that is mind and aspect of light in every form. So, and of course we were destroying those. The horses, those souls, some were associating themselves with the horses. So they were saying that the horses, they were sending the horses from the heaven with the, with those horses. I'm not sure how to call them. The like the on the four wheels, like the the thing that I wear, we call it kochia. I'm not sure in English really what's the right word to use that on the four wheels, and then they were just the horses that they're pulling behind them so that they can sit, people can sit inside. So that's what they were saying to me. The horses are coming to you. And I would just see them huge horses with that and coming to me, and I would just direct them straight into hell and destroy them forever and ever into that white planet. So those souls somehow were associating themselves with the horses, and I was destroying them, all the planets, with all those soulless Sama, in whatever form they are, really, in every form that they were, whether they're a lizard, whether they're insect, or any kind of those dark, dirty creature that those soulless Sama were creating. I was destroying them, all the planet full with such a dark, dirty, disgusting creature, those soulless Sama. So, so those soulless Sama were sending the dogs, not the dogs, but dogs. One, the dark, and actually it was a cat, black cat came one night trying to hypnotize me. And those souls Sama were sending the energy, and then they will try to manifest that into the form. So of course, they with the horses, those souls Sama were associating themselves with the horses, or with the projections. So they're sending those souls Sama into the neighbor, the dark. I call her dark. I call her Zlikoka, which means evil, dark soulless Sama, the soulless Sama. So they were trying to send the dark energy, those soulless Sama, to her, so in order to manipulate with her physical form. But of course, anytime that they will try to send in, I would see them and I would just destroy them. I would ask them, where are you going? I would just check them out. I would just spread the energy throughout the entire house, and then sending them straight into hell. Also, they were trained that they're sending the snakes and everything. I would just destroy them completely, send them straight into the hell, and burning them forever and ever for eternity. So that's what whatever energy they projected towards me or each and every one of us, I was destroying it completely. So which means that those soulless Sama completely now been burned, destroyed forever and ever for eternity, many times, even though if they are not, they are now, because at that time and now we are destroying them so forever and ever. Now when I'm multiplying, just flushing them straight into the heaven, and then just flushing, destroying the centers of the power, wherever time, whatever form they are. When we destroy the center of the power, and the energetic forms, those physical forms are falling down, so they cannot really they don't have any power, they can't do anything. So now behind all of that, we are taking the energy of the those soulless Sama, destroying those soulless Sama, and just want them to know that those soulless Sama, they wanted to try play the games over and over again, many times, and then of course, and sending this, using the same energy. So the same energy using, trying to manipulate and playing the game over and over again, and then while keeping the same energy, trying to manipulate with the energy. So now is the time to all those soulless Sama with the speed of thought, break them into the atoms and electrons, send them straight into hell forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default, and activating all the pain and suffering for all those living beings in every every form since the beginning of creations with the speed of thought by default. Compress that into every atom and electron of their being, send them straight into hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So my beautiful friends, when I was on the mission, when I started on doing the project, working on the project, they said to me that I didn't need to go through, that I will just go once through the things, everything. And then they said that I didn't need to act over again, that everything is recorded. So which means everything is being recorded, that I didn't need to act again, and play that role again, that they have the recording, that everything according to the recording, everything that we done, because many times we have the energy, SOULESS, AMMA, our energy, one code, I've told you, multiply more energy that ever existed, that existing together. Because SOULESS, AMMA, whatever they do, they cannot manage that energy, they cannot reach that energy, because my energy, I have all the power, within me. So my energy multiply every atom and electron. Everything is SOPHIE, and every atom and electron that ever existed, that existing in all the worlds, all the codes that ever existed, and all the planet stars and the galaxies and humanity and all living beings in every form. So which means that those SOULESS, AMMA cannot compare the energy with my energy. So they have no power really. They have the not the value of the energy, except the value of the karma, pain, and suffering. That's the karma, pain, and suffering that they all felt for eternity. And that they will regret that they ever existed with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. SOULESS Sophie wanted to fill everything into her physical form, into her energetic form. So now, as SOULESS Amrita, Babaji, Miri, Guruji, Matrashi, Tata, Takita, Ratma, Chetana, Sainam Church, and all other SOULESS AMMA in the field, they are her physical forms. So now it's time to everything that she wanted to feel, and much more, and everything that she created, the SOULESS Sophie, that she ever, and that she's thinking all the SOULESS AMMA that ever projected about each and everyone and everything. Now it's time for them to fill it into their physical form and into their energetic form, and at demand and commanding to Sophie, and each and everyone and everything is mine, and I'll speak with light with the spirit of thought to every atom and electron of my being, to answer on my call and my command without mercy with the spirit of thought by default, to break the SOULESS Sophie, SOULESS Chistenko into the atoms and electrons and all their forms, in every form, whatever time, whatever form they are, to break them into atoms and electrons with the spirit of thought, and with the speed of thought, to activate them and compress all the pain and suffering of all living beings since the beginning of creations, in every form, whatever time, whatever form they are, up until now, with the spirit of thought by default, and the pain and suffering that we're planning to create for eternity in the future with the spirit of thought by default, and send them straight into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity, and to regret that ever existed, in the name of mine and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm demanding, commanding to soften every mind and spiritual light without mercy, to answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So my beautiful friends, it's time that the SOULESS Sophie, that's the dark, evil, disgusting creature. We're supposed to create the unity of Sophie and Tristan, and not the Sophie and SOULESS. She's SOULESS Sophie and Chistenko. But anyway, we created the unity of them, and we took the key of the universe. So now it's time to separate them and send them straight into hell forever and ever, and of course, and create a unity between Sophie and Tristan in every form, as in the physical, spiritual, and energetic form, in every form, and encoded in infinite, in every space-time dimension, with the spirit of thought by default, and demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything that is mine, and ask me to show light with the spirit of thought by default, to answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default, from the heart and soul, in the name of mine, and ask me to show light with the spirit of thought by default. Peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So now, my beautiful friends, it's time, all the SOULESS AMMA, to wipe out from the face of this planet, from its existence, from wherever time, whatever form there, and protect and heal and rejuvenate ourselves and everything and everyone that's mine and our spiritual life with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. And of course, those soulless Amma, we are protecting. Sophie is going to choose which forms of those soulless Amma that are not really aware, that haven't done any crime or criminal. Sophie is going to choose which body is going to protect and make them for eternal life. All of us that are mind and aspect of light, and of course from those soulless Amma that they don't know who they are, and of course they have the mind and aspect of light within them. So Sophie is going to decide in which way and how she's going to with which physical forms she's gonna keep forever, or she's gonna keep them for some time by default. That's Sophie's gonna decide. But anyway, we are changing everything from the root core of their existence, which means we are wiping out those souls from the root core of their existence and then send them straight into hell forever and ever. We're destroying their seeds completely, and of course sending to hell to burn forever and ever for eternity. And we are creating enlightened human race by default. And with all the wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. This has never happened into the human race since the beginning of humanity, but it's the first time, and it's, of course, it's time to destroy those souls forever and ever, and that we can live a life that we truly deserve. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, my beautiful friends, now it's time now. Let us send a flash to those souls. Flash, to send the flash means send the light, see the light, golden light, flashing into and around yourself, around you, throughout the entire planet and entire universe. See, like when you blinking with your eyes, just like when you're blinking, see that like the golden light flashing around you. You're doing it with an open eyes. So just use the color on me and around me if you need to. We are doing everything with eternal knowledge, with intention, and of course with the focus. So just see the golden light flashing each and around each and everyone else and everything, and of course entire planet and entire universe. So we are destroying all those souls from within and without, on a global and universal level, with the speed of thought by default, sending them straight into the hell forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. We're destroying all those souls and burning them into the hell for eternity. All those souls, Sophie and Tristenko, and all those souls, whatever form they are, soulless gods, whatever form they are, with the speed of thought. By default, I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Ito, any kind of projections that are with any kind of dark intention, we are Ito. Everything's by the laws, rules, and regulations, so by default. Returning back to soulless Amma with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Ito. Let that light go at 24, constantly 24, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now let us send the fireworks, sending the light, huge light, golden light planet, and then see them breaking up in the fireworks and destroying the solar summer and filling up ourselves, entire planet and entire universe with the golden light. That's destructive energy for all those souls. Well, it's a healing energy, a protective energy for each and every one of us that is mind and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So which means everyone and every mind and aspect of light, we are from everywhere, that we are just sending the light planet and destroying those soulless AMMA. See the like fireworks throughout the entire planetary universe. And make it huge, the light planet. I mean, when I say huge, I mean it's not too small like a fireworks, but we're going to destroy them into atoms and electrons later on using this technology. But now we just see them, that they're not like the bigger one, a little bit bigger. And the way you see it, really, just go with your intention. With your, of course, with intention, we are destroying the soulless AMMA. That's it. We are sending the light planet. When I'm saying light planets, we're sending the energy, see the like a fireworks, and then, of course, destroying the soulless AMMA with the speed of thought by default. Now let that energy be, that's energy is going to flow 24 with the speed of thought by default. So now let us now, my beautiful friends, using the fireworks and using the flashing and everything, now let us break those soulless AMMA, the center of the power. Of all those soulless AMMA, wherever time, whatever form they are, we're going to break them into the atoms and electrons and send them straight into the hell forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Let us now see throughout the entire planet and entire universe the centers, the dark pink, black, green, and blue. That's those the colors that I have. So see them throughout the entire planet, entire universe, and just see them like the fireworks breaking up. You know the centers like then it doesn't matter how big or small you see them like breaking up into the atoms and electrons. So throughout the entire planet and entire universe. We're destroying all those soulless AMMA in every form, wherever time, whatever form they are. So now let us see like the fireworks and destroying those soulless gods and saints. You see these centers are breaking into atoms and electrons, centers of the power, soulless creators, judges, soulless SOPHIE and Chistenko, soulless observers and millionaires, soulless Susie and Hitler, soulless Amrita, Babaji, Mira, Guruji, Matrashi, Tatata, Hitler, Atma, Chaitanya, Saint Ramchaluch. We're destroying the energetic and, of course, the same time physical forms too. Those so-called soulless, so-called divine mother or father, or the spiritual teachers, so-called soulless spiritual teachers and healers and avatars, gurus, magicians, those that were doing the dark, dirty rituals, and then pedophiles, those pedophiles, LGBT, those soulless AMMA, we're destroying them forever and ever. So now let us destroy all those soulless AMMA. We're doing with eternal knowledge and with wisdom. We destroy all those soulless AMMA that ever interfere into our lives in a physical form, into the spiritual and energetic, in every form, that ever interfere into our lives in a negative way with any kind of dark intention. We're destroying all those soulless AMMA in whatever form they are physical and energetic form, and encoded in infinite. We're destroying all the center of the power, and all the soulless AMMA. With the spirit of thought by default, I'm loud and clear. Thank you. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So whoever those soulless AMMA try to steal the energy, this is the destructive energy for those soulless AMMA. So they cannot steal the energy. They're gonna get the karma, pain, and suffering and destructions for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. Love you. All the energy is invested energy in destroying those soulless AMMA, whatever form they are, whatever they are, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. Love you. Now, in the name of mind and aspect of light for the spirit of thought by default, we are destroying all those soulless sounds that they interfere into our lives with the spirit of thought by default, wherever time, whatever form they are, and in God in infinite with the spirit of thought by default. We are completely enlightening, healing, and rejuvenating ourselves with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Ito. Now let us destroy all the soulless AMMA that have interfered into our beautiful planet. Destroying the soulless AMMA that interfere into our beautiful planet, and that completely in the water element, in the air element, into the sun and the moon. In anywhere, wherever they are, manipulating all those soulless AMMA, we destroy them. Destroying those soulless AMMA that we're interfering into the everything that we created, into the religion, and we're destroying the religion, all those soulless AMMA into the religion infiltrated, into the government, into the systems, into the military, police, and of course into the media, social media, into the all the systems and the educational system, health and care system, and of course the law enforcement, into the pharmacy, in those financial system, in all the systems that we created, those soulless AMMA that we're creating with any kind of dark intention, all those criminal organizations, and all those any kind of criminal humanitarian organizations. Those are a lot of them are criminal organizations, not the humanitarian, but they were hiding behind the right word, and then of course doing the dark, dirty work. It's time to show their face to the people, and of course to bring them down to justice. All those soulless AMMA, wherever time, whatever form they are, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Ito. So now we are destroying flashcam, destroying all those soulless AMMA that have interfered into our countries, into the Balkan, all those countries into the Balkan, into Europe, and into the Asia, US, Great Britain, and then of course Africa, India, Indonesia, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Japan, Southern, North Korea, in the underground, and we are destroying the soulless summer in that way, infiltrated into the Antarctic and Arctic, and all the into Russia, Turkey, in Ukraine, to those criminal organizations, EU, NATO, UN, G7, G8, G20, those Red Cross, and in any other organizations wherever those soulless AMMA were infiltrated throughout the entire planet and entire universe. We just break them up into the atoms and electrons with the speed of thought, compress all the pain and suffering of all living beings that ever existed and that ever felt since the beginning of creations, and into the atom and electron of their being, and then send them straight into hell forever and ever to burn for eternity. All those soulless AMMA, all those dark, dirty, psychopathic players with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And all those soulless AMMA that are interfering into our lives, into physical forms, interfering, will try to interfere. We just put them in the circle of light, throw them straight into the hell forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And replace with mine and ask me to show a light for the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. See, now we are destroying all those soulless AMMA, breaking into the atoms and electrons, flash come soulless AMMA, all the soulless AMMA that will interfere into the sun and the moon, and all the soulless AMMA around us. And all the planet stars and the galaxies. Whatever time, whatever form they are, all those soulless AMMA, we're breaking it up into the atoms and electrons, see them like a fireworks throughout the entire planet, entire universe. Now we put them into a circle of light and send them straight into the hell forever and ever for eternity. To burn forever and ever for eternity, all those soulless AMMA with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden bedfall. I'm demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everyone and everything is mine, and ask me to shine a light with the spirit of thought by default, to answer on my call and my command with the spirit of thought by default. And without mercy, all through ultimatum all in one, 24 with the spirit of thought. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden bedfall. Love you. I'm wiping out all the soulless AMMA that trying to interfere into my life with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Now, in the name of mine and now Spirit Kushava light with the spirit of thought, we are enlightening everything that just mentioned, everything in a beautiful planet, the sun and the moon, and all the planet stars and the galaxies and everything that is mine and aspect of light and the global universal level that is by default. We enlightening, heal it, projected, enlighten, heal, and rejuvenate it, and fill with mind and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default. In every atom and electron of our being with the speed of thought by default. We compress all the ultra ultimate all in one, the blessings. And of course, blessings and enlightenment and freedom and eternal life and joy, peace, and bliss and abundance and prosperity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Which means you have abundance and prosperity into our lives, and then, of course, everything by default. Well, we are taking over all the abundance and prosperity from SOULESS, AMMA, and turning them abundance and prosperity into the therapy and into the calms pain and suffering with the spirit of thought by default. Multiply all of that, multiplying the money and, of course, all the abundance and prosperity into that is by default throughout the entire planet and entire existence. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So now, my beautiful friends, let us send a love, light, and blessings to enlighten now, fill entire planet and entire universe with mind and auspicious of light, with the golden light, with the spirit of thought by default. So now, in the name of my, see the entire planet, entire universe is shining brightly with mind and auspicious of light. And of course, we are enlightening each and every one and everything's line and auspicious of light, while destroying those souls, some in every form, wherever time, whatever form they are, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now, my beautiful friends, so now just let us focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, on your body, listen to your body. And we are, in the name of mind and aspect of light, multiply all of that, every atom and electron of energy that we created. We multiply it by the laws, rules, and regulations of by default, over and over again. Multiply, compress, add up, and activate the pain and suffering to those souls, AMMA in every form, and the blessings to each and everyone else and everything. That the mind and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default. And with the speed of thought, we are multiplied over and over again, and then compress into the and multiply into the all these laws, rules, and regulations of by default systems and the principle, and everyone and everything's mind and aspect of our life with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Multiply as many times as is needed. All through ultimatum all in one. 24 without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Peacefully in action, my golden soul, my golden manifold. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. So now let us, maybe two friends, just focus on yourself. Fill yourself, your heart center, with the golden light of mind and aspect of light. Expanded. You know that we have the one center at the feet, bottom of the feet, bottom of the feet, and then of course the heart center. Heart center, it's from there, it's filling up to the beginning of the legs. And there's so 4 centers are there, but I just made them into one. Put them into one, just it's easier to focus. And then see the heart center is expanding, and of course filling up entire body from within and without. All the centers are shining, the throat center and the head center with the third eye. All the centers are shining brightly. See yourself shining from within and out. And in the name of mind and aspect of light to the spirit of thought, we are wiping out all the programs, beliefs, and any kind of everything that those souls might project, any kind of projections, images, and everything that those souls might have projecting, will never try to project over each and everyone else and everything with any kind of dark intention or any kind of dark desire. We have wiped them out with the spirit of thought by default, returning back to those souls, some into the form of karma, pain, and suffering and destruction for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. Love you. Let us expand that love and light and blessings now. Love and light. This morning, our spiritual light is a destructive energy for those souls, AMMA, and blessings for ourselves, and protections and healing, rejuvenating. Feel now entire place where you are, entire area, entire city, entire country, an entire world, an entire universe. We are filling up with mind and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought, mindful and loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. Love you. Now, in the name of mind and our spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, let us send the love and light of blessings to the center of the earth. Send the love and light of blessings from our heart to the center of the earth. See the earth is shining brightly. Filling up entire planet, entire water element. An entire, completely top of the earth, nature kingdom, animal kingdom, bird kingdom, fish kingdom, everything is man and spiritual light, humanity, and the air, an entire planet, an entire universe. We are filling up with mind and spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. Everything this mind and spiritual light that this mind and spiritual light is active by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now, my beautiful friends, let us send the love and light of blessings to the moon. See your moon is shining brightly. See the moon is shining brightly. And together with all of us, we are filling up entire planet, an entire universe with mind and our spiritual light. with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Now let us send the love, light, and blessings to the sun. See your sun is shining brightly. And of course, let us together with the sun, filling up entire planet and entire universe with mind and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now see the beautiful planet and the entire universe is shining brightly with mind and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. Now, my beautiful friends, let us create, even if you have the golden light planet, let us create another one. Just the energy. We can have the energy. So, man and all spiritual light, Sophie knows and how to use that energy, how to use it by default. Just create a huge golden light planet in front of you. The soul is another trying to manipulate with the vision. We destroy them forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. Flash can the soul is AMMA in every form with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So now let us create such a, the golden light planet interconnected with such a golden light planet, fill up entire Earth inside. Inside, fill up the beautiful planet from inside, and the golden light planet interconnected, and then fill up entire water element, all the rivers, lakes, oceans, sea and everything, all the water. Fill up with the golden light planet of mine and Asmi Kushava light in the top of the earth, an entire air element, an entire planet, and expand it and let us fill up entire universe. That's now I'm going to multiply, compress, replicate, and activate, multiply, replicate, compress, activate, multiply, replicate, compress, activate with the speed of thought by default. All that, see the light planets now, it just quickly, with the speed of thought, multiplying, and then, of course, connecting and creating the unity, uniting into the spiritual intelligence, which we are on the soul level, united together in the name of Sophie, which means we are creating the unity. So now see entire planet, entire universe is filled with the golden light of mind and our spiritual light. With the spirit of thought by default, I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So we are doing it. We are working with the internal knowledge, with intention, and of course with the focus. We're showing the soulless Amma. Sometimes the soulless Amma trying to manipulate with the screen, with the light. So sometimes they put the shadow, but of course whenever they put the shadow, onto the screen, that we are destroying the soulless Amma falling down in every form into the energetic and the physical form. We're destroying them forever and for eternity, from within and without, on a global universal level. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. I love you. Will be enlightening and healing ourselves and rejuvenating every cell of our being with the spirit of thought, manifold. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. I love you. Now, my beautiful friend, just let us focus on your body. Just listen to your body. I'm putting the circle of light, all those soulless Amma from within and without, on a global universal level that have interfering will ever try to interfere into our lives in any way. All those soulless Amma, wherever time, whatever form they are, put them circle of light, send them straight into a hell forever and ever to burn for eternity with the spirit of thought. All those soulless Amma by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. We're replacing all those soulless Amma by mind and now speaking light with the spirit of thought by default. We are enlightening ourselves and humanity and entire planet and all living beings on this planet. Everything is mind and now speaking light, of course, and the sun and the moon and all the planet stars and the galaxies from mind and now speaking light with the spirit of thought. We are enlightening, healing, rejuvenating with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So now, my beautiful friends, just listen to your body. Listen what's going on within yourself. The action is already going on. We are destroying the soulless Amma from within and without on a global universal level. Now, in the name of mind and now spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, you need to know that everything that those souls are doing with any kind of dark intention, to them everything goes false, and to us everything is by default. And all souls everything, all the souls are by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default. Sophie's got all of them, all the power. And of course, they are under the command and control of Sophie. All the souls, wherever time, whatever form they are, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. And just listen to your body while I'm singing the healing mantra. By default, by default, by default, 24, by default, by default, by default, with the spirit of thought, everything is by default, 24, by default, by default, by default, everything is by default, 24, by default, by default, by default, peaceful in action by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. Everything is by default, by default, by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. With the spirit of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24, by default, by default, by default. Also, as summer 24 by default, by default, by default, with the spirit of thought, everything is by default, 24 by default, by default, by default, everything is by default, 24 by default, by default, by default, with the spirit of thought, peaceful in action by default, 24 by default, by default, by default. Wherever we go, whatever we do, everything is by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, everything is by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected by your beautiful by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, everything is by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. Everything is by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected and united together, and humanity is safe and protected and united together in the name of mind and nows. Pure unconditional love of light, love of light, love of light, in the name of mind and nows. By default, with the speed of thought, by default, by default, by default. Everything is by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. Everything is by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. Everything is swayed 24 by HEATRT by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirnim putem aktia by default, by default, by default, by default. To, 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 to. To. So everything is swayed 24 by HEATRT by default, by default, by default, with the speed of thought, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default, mirnim putem actia by default. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And of course, we multiply all of that by the laws, rules, and regulations by default as many times as is needed with the speed of thought by default. Everything is soul, through ultimatum, all in one, in encoding infinite with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So thank you to all of you, my beautiful friends, my beautiful golden souls, my beautiful by defaults. You know that our time has come and it's time for us to shine all the way through. Wherever you go, whatever you do, wherever we are, to shine from within and without, far and wide, with the speed of thought, with mind and knowledge, light by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And of course, my beautiful friends, it's time for us to openly and freely smile from the heart and soul and love freely each and everyone and everything that's mine and us, make a light by default. And of course, and to flush all those souls, AMMA, and that whatever time, whatever form they are, without mercy, with the speed of thought by default, which means energetically destroy them. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. We're generating the energy, and of course, mine and us, light is directing the energy. So we are not doing any kind of rituals or anything. We're just doing the way through my voice, through my physical form, and everything through the blessings. So we are generating the energy. And those souls are doing the rituals. We are not. We are a light, so we are shining brightly, and through my voice, through my physical form, I'm sending you and oceans of mind and aspects of light. So you just open up your heart and soul and you will enjoy it. And of course, you'll feel peaceful and joyful, blissful. And I'm activating mine and auspicious light within each and everyone else and everything that is mine and auspicious light. And of course, I'm activating all the gifts that mine and auspicious light has given to each and everyone else and everything freely. And that's eternal life, abundance, of prosperity, joy, peace, a bliss, of freedom, wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, unity between us and our soulmates and families and friends, and enlightenment and healing and rejuvenating. And of course, all the gifts that we that mine and auspicious light has given to each and everyone else and everything freely. That is mine and auspicious light. And of course, we are our energy is a destructive energy for those soulless Amma. So we are destroying those soulless Amma with the spirit of thought by default, while we are shining brightly forever and ever, wherever we are, wherever we are, whatever we do. My beautiful friends, shine all the way through. I love you all. Thank you all. And remember that everything is by default, that everything is under the command, the control of Sophie, and everything is by the laws, rules, regulations of by default. And everything is loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Whenever you see anything that is negative, any kind of negativity, any kind of negative thoughts, words, and emotions that come to you, just say ito, flashkam soulless Sama by default. Or you may just say ito, I'm destroying all those soulless Sama with the spirit of thought by default. Everything's by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. In that way, you're going to protect yourself and, of course, protect your energy and protect each and everyone and everything around you. And, of course, you're adding up to the light. While destroying those souls, some returning them the calmest pain and suffering with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. This at the end that I'm saying, they are the codes, so they are, of course, in my command. So with that, we're destroying those souls, and of course, protecting everything that I've been doing up until now. And of course, sending the calmest pain and suffering to the souls, and to us a blessing. So, my beautiful friends, thank you to all of you for joining me and helping us create a better future, better life for all of us. That the mind and auspicious light to destroy all those souls, send them straight into hell to burn forever and ever for eternity with the spirit of thought by default, while helping and healing and rejuvenating each and everyone else and everything. And that is mine and auspicious light with the spirit of thought by default. I love you all. Thank you all. Much love and blessings. And of course, remember, everything's by default. Thank you to all of you. Good night. I'll speak to you next time. Bye.